What is up, guys? KG here, and pretty pumped up. Yesterday, I finally defeated the Realm of Legends. It's been something that, from the time I started playing this game, I thought was just, as the level is called, beyond hope, and decided to go for it, and kind of had this goal over the past month that I wanted to do it over this holiday break that I'm currently in. I work for the school system, so in holiday break, and I was able to complete it. Started it night before last, really late at night, and completed it all yesterday within a 24-hour time period. I originally planned on taking 2 or 3 days to do it, but you get excited and as you're finishing the matches, and did it all yesterday. Probably would have did it a little bit sooner, but I had a doctor's appointment and a birthday party to attend, but kind of wanted to do this breakdown video of what happened instead of posting all of the videos that are each 20 to 30 minutes long. If you want to see a certain video, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to post that individual video. I know I'll do Wolverine because it was shorter, but let me know if you want to see any of those, and I don't have a problem posting them. Just thought this would be better. So first, wanted to kind of get into my masteries. Been getting asked that on Facebook. I have basic mastery set up. Kind of wish that I had assassin a little bit higher for the realm, but I'm a heavy bleed fighter. My favorite champ to play with is Wolverine, and so deep wounds overall in my style of play just fits better as a mastery. So I have deep wounds maxed. I did not want to spend the units to max out assassin because I needed those units for the realm. But something in retrospect, maybe more than 1 month ago, if I knew I was going to do this, that would have been something that I would have sought out to do. But other than that, just basic offensive masteries outside of the new ones, and defense, same thing, just basic willpower at 3 of 3. I have coagulate at 1. Nothing too fancy here. I'm still a huge fan of willpower though, so I do have that. And then utility, nothing too fancy here, just 11 mastery points, so that way I could open up Mystic Dispersion. I only have 1 in Mystic Dispersion. Again, in retrospect, had I known 3 or 4 months ago that this was something I wanted to do, I probably would have sought out to max that out too, just to make things a little bit easier with Scarlet Witch. But other than that, nothing too fancy, just kind of normal masteries outside of these new guys. And huge fan of Deep Wounds and Assassin, by the way. So that's my masteries, and next most popular question is what team did I use? So standard team, if you have Infobot and you type in Realm of Legends, this is going to be one that it gives you. If you search Reddit, this is going to be the team that it gives you. Basically, I have 3-star Scarlet Witch, Sig level 99, so that is helpful. 4-star, just regular Colossus, Hulk, and Juggernaut, just for critical team, crit synergies, and then a 4-star rank 4 Guillotine. Went back and forth on whether to use 4-star rank 4 or whether to use my 3-star Sig level 99 Guillotine, but ended up going with the rank 4, and I guess it paid off because as we'll see in a little bit, Wolverine I kind of breezed through. So let's see. On to the fights. I did not film Winter Soldier or Captain Marvel. Again, I did it about 2 a.m. one night, laying in bed, just practicing, and kind of breezed through Winter Soldier, of course, and then pretty much breezed through Captain Marvel until the end. I did end up having to use 1 revive on Captain Marvel towards the very end of the fight. I evaded her L1, but it hit me. I didn't evade back far enough, so I thought I was in a safe zone, and I wasn't, and it kind of nicked my foot, and thus stunning me and her killing me. And I thought about just starting over because, you don't want to use any revives on those first two guys, but I ended up just using a revive and beat her, and then went to bed. When I woke up, I didn't feel like restarting and doing those two fights over, so I just ended up deciding, hey, today's the day I'm going to do it. Let's roll. And so used one revive on Captain Marvel, but did not film any of her or Winter Soldier. Juggernaut was pretty easy. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. He didn't back me into a corner at all. The Unstoppable was kind of easy to play around. I definitely think if you fight a Juggernaut in Alliance War, he's actually probably harder. The hardest thing about all of these fights is just the endurance of it, as I'll talk about with Rhino here in a minute. But so the hardest thing about this fight was just the length of it. Each fight took me around 1,000 hits. Each fight lasted around 15 to 20 minutes. Scarlet Witch being the hardest, but so with Jugs, I used one revive, and that was just solely based on a mistake on my part. Watching the video, I know what I did, and I had Jugs stunned and did a combo and thought that I had enough stun left to go into another combo, and when I went into that last combo, he hit me, and then he hit me and then went straight into his L2 and destroyed me. So I wasn't too upset there. One revive, I thought he was going to be harder, so that was it for him. On Rhino, it was the length of the fight. It took me over 1,000 hits, and it just was a long fight that didn't ever seem like I was ever really doing any damage. So I ended up using 4 revives on him. With him, he hit so hard that if you made any mistakes, he destroyed you. And so just a long fight that was a little bit harder than what I expected. Kind of roughly what I expected. I was really happy that he didn't have that kind of unblockable charge that he has now. So that made it a lot easier. So 4 revives was about what I was expecting for him. But I was expecting definitely more than 1 revive for Jugs. So at the end here, I was pretty happy with where I was. Next champ was Storm. Storm was super easy. In my opinion, she was easier than Winter Soldier because I think that her L1 and her L2 are easier to evade than Winter Soldier's L1. So Winter Soldier's L2 is obviously super easy to evade, but I think that she's easy to evade on both cases, and it took me less hits. So overall, I think Winter Soldier took me like over 900, and Storm took me just roughly like 800. So no revives used there. Kind of flew through with my Scarlet Witch, and pretty easy. Next up was Vision. Ended up having to use 1 revive on Vision for the same thing that happened with Jugs. Thought I could go into another combo, and I was mistaken. When I went in to go for the combo, he hit me with L1 and stunned me and beat me. So, nothing big there. I was okay. I didn't think I would have to use a revive on Vision, but I thought I would have to use 2 or 3 revives on Storm. So again, evened out. Going into Black Panther ahead of kind of where I want it to be at this point, and was feeling pretty happy. So going into Black Panther, knew that he would be kind of tough just because he hits really hard, and if he does hit you and bleeds you, his bleed is gonna be critical. So end up using 3 revives on Black Panther. One of them was purely stupid. 2 of them were deserved. I just slipped up. I let him catch me in a hit, and he bled me out. The 3rd revive was immediate. I used my second revive. I was talking, because I filmed all of these, so I was talking about the mistake that I just made when I died, and I was too busy talking, and I was looking at my computer screen recording instead of looking at my phone, and didn't pay attention, started the fight, he pulled a combo and bled me straight out. So it was absolutely pointless. It was a complete waste of a revive. Pretty mad about that one. But again, going into Scarlet Witch ahead of where I thought I would be, and then Scarlet Witch completely wrecked me. I actually don't have a full video to ever post of her because I deleted it. I was extremely frustrated. It didn't seem like no matter what I did, she would just stack heal blocks and stack poison on me. My regens would not proc unless I had heal block, and I'm just throwing revives at her, and it seemed like that she would just destroy me. I attempted it a few rounds with my Hulk to see if I could do any better there. I attempted it with my Guillotine to see if I could maybe do some heal reversal to get some damage off. My Guillotine was absolute crap. Colossus and Juggernaut were absolute crap. Hulk, I was doing okay. It's just his hits weren't doing any damage at all. So if I did 100 hits with Hulk, it didn't seem like it took any health off at all, but maybe 20,000. Or if I did 100 hits with Scarlet Witch, it would do a substantial more amount of damage. So I ended up taking a break, kind of went to Facebook asking for advice, and then went back into it with more of a patient mindset. If I got hit with a heal block, I would just back off and evade her until the heal block went away, and I played extremely patient and ended up doing a lot better kind of the second half of Scarlet Witch, and probably only used like 5 to 10 revives on the second half, but the first half just getting frustrated, more frustrated, more frustrated, and that just led to me dying more and making more mistakes, and so the first half was just not good at all. And overall, gonna be honest, I used about 1,000 units worth of revives and health, and that was split up between team revives and regular revives and health, and did not do well against her. And the whole time I'm thinking, I have Wolverine next. Wolverine is going to be the hardest champion, and here I am blowing just all of these revives on Scarlet Witch. I was not expecting this. I was expecting to get out of there with maybe 10 to 20 revives, and ended up probably more around 40. And just, like I said, was getting more and more frustrated. Ended up deleting the footage because I thought I'm just giving up. Until I took that break, and then came back with a renewed strength, a renewed mindset, and persevered through Scarlet Witch. Got to Wolverine, the easiest fight of the game. One try with Guillotine. I knew what I had to do. I'd watched videos. I'd read Reddit. I'd read a lot of comments, and I just knew exactly what I had to do, and I got lucky, and it happened exactly the way that I wanted it to happen, and probably killed him in less than a minute. And I will post that full video just because it's kind of fun to watch, to see just somebody that powerful get destroyed that quickly. So Guillotine worked phenomenally against him. And then Black Bolt, I overlooked Black Bolt, and I talked about this in the video while I was doing it, that you learn early on in athletics that no opponent can be overlooked. I overlooked Black Bolt, ended up using 2 revives just because I played stupid. Once I beat Wolverine, in my mind I was done, and just played foolishly and used 2 revives on Black Bolt, but he was easy. I think both of the revives end up getting hit with his L1 and just, playing stupid. And then Hulk used 2 revives. It was more the length of the match, more me being tired, and just, I'm not upset about that. Hulk's a strong champ, and ended up using only 2 revives. So overall, 1, 2, 6, 7, 10, 14 revives for the entire realm, not counting Scarlet Witch, and then too many to count, counting Scarlet Witch. I guess that equaled out to about 1,500 or so units. I'd saved up 3,000 for it. Really, in my mind, planned on using 2,000 for it. Didn't know how that would work out, but happy with the amount that it took. Happy with the overall process, and ecstatic that I finished it. So that's kind of my breakdown of the realm. Guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the video, please do. I plan on having some big things coming in 2017. I just want to get my subscribers up a little bit before I kind of do them. And let me know if you want to see any of the individual videos. I'll be more than happy to post them. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful New Year's. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.